Welcome to Pull a Pin Already, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. Can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
Hey, you call yourself average all you want to. Okay. She told me that I was well above average.
Yeah, I told you, we already discussed this. She was only 7. She don't know any better. Anyways, welcome back. Typical shout outs. Christine and Johnny, we appreciate you. None of that pedophile stuff here. That is for the weirdos in Hollywood. Hollyweird? What do they call it?
Diddy was in New York, bro.
Yeah, but he was still part of Hollywood.
Oh.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Again, I hate to apologize because they say leaders never apologize. So, we're really not going to apologize. Just going to say we missed you guys. We're working on getting something a little more consistent. In fact, I think you just reminded me I've got to change that intro because I'm probably going to do away with the veteran thing, or at least the veteran angle where we're all veterans, and just start getting people on and I can have a conversation with any random person and give them my veteran perspective. But I got to fix that intro. So any suggestions, Johnny, Christine, we're open to them. We always appreciate your feedback, and we're definitely sorry we couldn't make your morning.
Do the veteran thing, man. I'm telling you, man, like put together that border patrol field trip that we've been talking about. We'll do some of that live interview on the street shit, man. I'm telling you, that's where it's at.
Listen to me, bro. If you lived closer to me, we would do man on the streets every week because that's what I love that stuff. I would have no problem doing that. Just asking random people around. I love. See, that's my problem is
What makes your butt itch?
exactly. And you always make that the last question, and then you get that, and then you be like, all right, you have a good day, and you walk off. You want. You know what I mean? There's always those shockers. So I think that would be a lot of fun. I do think so. I just got to be able to get through it myself because it's been a hard time doing it myself, especially with limited time. I need some help in here. I need some help. I need some committed veterans that can show up and help, even if it's not a man on the street. Anyways, enough of the whining. We're going to do what? We're going to talk about some more headlines. I think this is a Trump heavy episode here because I pulled some stuff about Trump's intentions. And I don't think it has anything to do with Project 2025 or locking up Hillary or Biden. I don't think any of those are on there. But I could be wrong. Huh?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you're going to lock up people, I mean, I feel like there are better people out there we can lock up than Joe Biden. He's not even going to know where he is anyways. Like, what's the point?
Right, exactly. He might think he's in a senior home. Who knows? But you know, it is interesting. It's not one of my headlines, but it's very interesting that I saw Barack Obama speech, and I was a little bit underwhelmed because he literally was saying all these things. Again, it's nothing new, but he was talking about all these things Trump is going to do. But when you literally listen to his list, it's all the things they're already doing right now.
Like what? I mean, like, what's he gonna do? What the fuck did he do the last time?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like
he sent some angry tweets,
weaponizing the DOJ to go after his opponents. Like,
oh, you mean like you did with the IRS, Obama? Like, I mean, come on.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's almost laughable, dude. It's almost laughable because you can't think these people are stupid, right? These are intelligent people to be able to work the system. So the only alternative is they think we're stupid. And apparently there probably are enough of us out here who are stupid because they keep getting away with this crap. It's not like, you know, we, the normal people, look at it as hypocrisy. We look at it, these are a bunch of hypocrites. And then you're sitting there like, how do they not notice their own hypocrisy? But again, I see it in regular people, you know, people that'll argue for, oh, well, Trump is a convicted felon. Yeah, all these charges. And these are the people who don't know anything about the charges. But then they'll turn around and say, well, Biden or Hunter Biden, he was targeted. Like, okay, so the same DOJ that targeted Trump or you know, didn't target Trump because he's legit, but targeted Hunter. Like, what are you people talking about?
What do you mean, you people?
Well, these people that are say this. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those people. But you know, you get what I'm saying. I don't know, man. That's bias confirmation, is it? What do they call that? You don't know, do you? Anyways, what you got your mic?
They're all a bunch of fucking crooks. Every one
Of
of them.
course.
Red, blue, purple, green, white, yellow. I don't give a fuck what color your party is. They're all fucking crooks.
You don't make it to that level, dude, unless you're in the game. You just don't make it there. I mean, that's the good old boys club. Girls now. But you know what I'm saying? And you can tell, like that's why, like, I say Trump was the sandpaper to the deep state. AOC, she was, to me, she was a plant. Obviously, they went and auditioned and got her in there, and they knew how to get her the votes, whatever. But she was a perfect example of how you don't buck the system. Because you remember she came in with fire, and then Pelosi looked at her and gave her that stink eye, and then she's like, "All right, okay, I'll back off. I know my place is a little bit further back here," and then she gets her, little McMansion here and there, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, so she showed you what the game is like. She showed you. So I don't know. It's just another bitch session about these crook. I can't even speak. Gosh, I'm so angry with these people. They've just been stealing our money. Anyways, all right, let's talk about Trump, because that's what we were supposed to talk about, right? Let's go to a headline here. Trump says he'll withdraw from NATO if U.S. not treated fairly. How you feel about NATO? UN, cover them all.
Well, I mean, I look at it like this. I mean, if Trump pulls the U.S. out of NATO, then you know the war's over. Russia and Ukraine. I mean, that's that's the whole stink, right? Oh, they don't want the Ukraine as part of NATO and blah 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 blah. I mean, that's what kicked this whole fucking shindig off, right? Well, I mean, without the US, NATO has lost 90% of its funding, 90% of its teeth. I mean, what why would Russia give a shit anymore?
Yeah, I mean, well, you're correct, and yeah, right. NATO wouldn't just disappear because there's a lot of other countries in
I
NATO,
mean, it
but
would technically still exist, but I mean, it would be, you know, a shadow of its former self. The warehouse would fall, would crumble around it. There might be, one little cinder block, you know, poor, room in the middle that used to be the shitter or something left in the middle of it, but like the rest of the building around it would be collapsed.
and you see all the
That's that.
country's leaders huddling in the crapper,
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
yeah.
dude, did you have to go right now?"
Yeah, okay, what is there a political cartoonist in our audience somewhere, because we need this?
Right?
We need this put together for posterity's purposes.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree with you, and I think, like, Trump was right in the beginning. Um, you you got to pay your fair share. Like, it's crazy with these countries. They want protection from us. They want our money, but yet they're not even invested in themselves. It's just crazy to me.
well, here's my whole thing, right? And because it's like, you talk about, oh well, we send, trillions of dollars out annually to all these different countries, for God only knows what. But it's like, they say, oh, it's for political favor, and it's for, pro-Americanism, and it's for blah 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 blah. Well, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I honestly, I really could not care less what the rest of the world thinks about us. I don't fucking care. If you're buying, um, you know, influence or whatever, just fuck it, move on. I mean, it's not like we're some up and coming country who's trying to, curry favor with. No, 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 no. We are, one of the largest economies on the planet. So if somebody doesn't want to, look kindly on the way that we do business or our politics, fuck you. I don't care. Goodbye. Go away. Give me, I'll take my check with me. I mean, because it's not like, Yemen is doing us any fucking favors on a global scale.
Right? Not many people
It,
are, right?
well, exactly. So why are we sending them money?
Well, it's funny because I think the crux, the core of this is American interests, right? So that's what they sell you on. Like, okay, we're involved in all this stuff because of American interests.
Well, right, but my whole thing is that American interests should, should be American, right? I mean, now I'm not saying, oh, don't intervene, when, you know, dictators are massacring, like I'm not saying, let Adolf Hitler off the hook because Europe's not our fucking problem, even though we did that for a very long time. But what I'm saying is that instead of sending, $30 million to Yemen for whatever, okay, well, how many American teacher salaries could you improve with that $30 million?
Right. Well, that's every dollar that leaves this country mostly. But that's my point. So,
But I
you
mean,
know,
how would improving teacher salaries improve American interests? Do you
probably
think that
not.
would?
I don't think it would. Not as
You
long
don't
as you
think
have
so?
teacher unions, no. I think homeschool moms don't get paid a dime teaching their kids, and their kids come out pretty good. So the point I'm getting at is not about money. But what I was saying is that the American interest is always the national security threat, right? Like that's the angle they want to go with the national security threat.
No, that's what they use to scare you, but
Yes,
that's
yeah,
really
that's
not.
my
Oh,
point.
oh, right, okay, yeah,
That
I'll
is
buy
my
that.
point. Yeah. They're using that to scare you when actuality underneath that is resources, right? Really that's what we're out for. We're out for capture the world's resources and have control of all of them. Like that's what our real intention is. That's what every country's intention is.
Then we
That's the
need to
existence
invade
of
China.
mankind. Well, we would if we could. If China was easy, we could. But China's doing the same thing. China wants Taiwan. Why does China want Taiwan? Oh, because they need more land to cover? No, because they got resources they need. I mean, that's
I
what
mean,
all countries have been conquered for resources.
China owes its existence to U.S. intervention. I mean,
Sure, Japan, right, would have wiped them out, huh?
they pretty much did. I mean,
Right, but you see how they repay us? They build stronger, and now they want to take our resources. So that's my point. Is so all these people live in this fairy tale land, like there's going to be rainbows and hugs, and everyone gets free cupcakes. You're a fool, because the moment we give all our guns away and lay down and hug each other, some other dictator or country is going to say, "Hey, look, the resources are easy to get now," and
you
that's
said dictator.
dictator, dictator. But so you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's all about. So these little fluffy people that we have, soft people in this country right now, they're just so naive. They don't even ask what's next. They don't think of the next step. Like they don't understand that the Second Amendment is not just for me. It's not just to protect me against my own government. It also helps, like the Japanese said, there was a gun behind every blade of grass. Like that's what keeps us sovereign. But these soft little pillowcase puffies, they just can't get it through their head because they're so used to being protected that they can't even see the other side. And I don't think we can afford to make that mistake. I don't know how we got a Second Amendment, but either way, NATO, look, if it's going to do its job, that's great, but it's become one big money laundering scheme again. People are getting rich off American taxpayers, and that's it. You're getting nothing for it. Nothing.
I think as Americans, we should just all revolt. Stop
Yeah,
paying taxes.
I agree. So here's another thing we need to revolt against. Trump to end birthright citizenship on first day in office. How you feel about that?
I fake news.
What do you mean? You don't think he's going to do it, or you don't?
No.
No. I don't know. I think we're the only country that allows it. I do not think that if you are born in another country, you automatically get their citizenship if your parents are not citizens. I don't think that exists in any country. I could be wrong because I don't know every country.
I mean, how?
My kids got Peruvian citizenship because their parents were Peruvian, or one of their parents. Their parents. I'm not Peruvian.
Yeah, you look very Peruvian.
Because one of the parent was Peruvian, and they weren't born in Peru. So Peru allows you to have your children if you're a citizen.
That's because nobody wants to live there.
Exactly. But that's my point. So I don't think
I
people
mean,
should be
they're
able
they're, they're
to go
trying
there.
to incentivize people to come back and
Right.
and repopulate.
Yeah. I don't think anchor babies should be a thing. I just don't think you should be able to fly over here on vacation, have a child, and then it's an American citizen. I just don't think that's a thing. I honestly don't even think you really should get anything until you've contributed, or your ancestors at least contributed. So in other words, if you
No,
worked
because
your
if
butt,
your ancestor's a piece of shit, that's not your fault.
no, no, but what I'm saying is I'm saying is if your father worked his ass off for this country, paid taxes, then you're born in this country, you should get
My dad
citizenship.
worked his ass off in well, no, my dad was in the Air Force. Let's
But
but
yeah,
he served, damn it.
he showed up for work is what he did, right? So but yeah, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have right to this place because your family contributed. But if you come over here and you haven't contributed, then just because your child is born here does not give you a right to become a citizen.
No, that doesn't give you the right to become a citizen, but the child was born here. If you want to leave, okay, then we'll find a home for your child.
Yeah, but no,
But
I don't
just
think the
because you
child
can't
should be. I don't
but
think that.
but just because see, I feel like, us Americans got to stick together, you know.
So you want to
Why are
keep
you
this
a
kid's people's child?
No, I mean, if they want to go and take their kid back with them, they can. If they want to take their American citizen child with them when they
So
get deported for being here illegally, that's their decision. It's their child. But your child is an American citizen because it was born here. If you want to,
but
go
I don't
back
think that's right.
to wherever you want to go to and,
Iran?
whatever, I
You
don't
want to
care.
take your American citizen back to Iran and raise him up till he's a teenage, military age guy, and then let him walk back in with his own visa and passport because he's an American citizen. That's what you're saying?
I mean, if you want to play the long con, bro, go for it.
Well, you think they're not? You think
I
these
don't
countries are not playing long games?
know.
Oh, you got to be kidding, dude.
No,
You got to be
I
kidding. They're
look,
playing a
I
long game.
mean, I mean, I no, I'm not saying I don't think anybody's playing a long game, but I think I don't know. That seems like a stretch to me. That's a movie plot.
I don't care if it's a plot or not. The point I'm getting at is if your parents aren't American citizens and you're born here, you shouldn't just get automatic citizenship. Done. Period. Now, if your parents become American citizens, you're born here. Yeah,
Okay.
I
I
think there
mean,
should
I
be
don't.
some criteria,
Yeah.
not just an
Okay.
anchor baby, and then you get to bring in all your family members because
Well, no. No, that I completely disagree with. Even
wow,
if you do give the kid citizenship, whatever, just because your kid is an American citizen, that doesn't make you a fucking American citizen.
no, but it puts you in
You
front of the
that's what
line. I know this. I know this personally. That if my wife is Peruvian, her mom can get over here a lot quicker than Jose, you know,
Well, she got
Ramirez.
that because she married you, an American, not because she had an anchor baby. It wasn't both of you. You were the anchor there, not the kids. That's
But
different.
but but I'm not bringing her parent over. She is.
Well, yeah, because she married you and she's an American citizen now.
Well, I understand that, but I'm saying my point is
So,
if your
how
child,
many ISIS wives do you have now, Jim? That's what I want to know.
I have none of them, not that I know of.
Not that,
Uh,
not that I haven't been trying. That's exactly what that
right,
face
right.
says.
Are you kidding me? There's too many Ukrainian women. I got to find out where they're at. Unfortunately, war brings a lot of death, and a lot of death means
Yeah.
single women. A lot of war death means single women. But they're apparently in other countries in the clubs right now anyway, so I can't get them. But yeah, anyway, I'm good with this. I don't want the birthright stuff. I don't want the anchor babies. I really think there needs to be some criteria with it or
But
something
let's
that
be
comes with it.
honest, though, when you take a look at it, all babies are fucking anchors.
Well, I don't think that means the same as what I'm saying, but yes, I agree with you. So we'll move to the last one here. Trump promises January 6th pardons on first day in office.
Okay. How's that any different than, Hunter Biden's pardon on Joe's way out? They all do it. I
Right.
mean, look at
Clinton?
Nixon.
Oh, Nixon.
Yeah, I mean, it's perks of the job, man.
Yeah, and it's
I,
it's their right. I mean, it's a president's right. I just don't know. Like I said, I understand the pardon when the justice system's gone rogue. What I don't understand is looking at the problem and your only fix is just to say, "Oh, he's wrong. He's wrong. He's wrong." Like I just don't see the pardon as a solution to a problem. Like I would rather see judges reviewed, boarded, and taken out, out of judgment.
Uh,
I would rather see that. Cases overturned because you
no,
determined they're,
no,
yeah.
because no, that just all that's going to do is that's just going to facilitate more political infighting, more fucking stabby. It's
Well,
more.
so what do you call it when a political judge puts somebody in jail and
Oh,
then a
and listen,
political
I'm
president says,
no,
"Oh
no,
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 you're
no,
free to go."
motherfucker. Listen, all I'm saying is that two wrongs don't make a right.
I don't
That's
think
what
it's
I'm saying.
wrong. I think it's a better system that the judges be held accountable by a system, whether it's
No,
a
I,
constitution or
I
whatever.
think if you answer, you know, party political bias bullshit with more political party bias bullshit, then you're no different than the people that you're getting pissed off at for doing
But
it in the
I
first
no, I don't
place.
understand why you're calling it political bias. I'm saying a judge takes an oath, like every other
Yeah,
service, public service. If they
yeah,
don't
and
uphold their oath because they're politically biased and putting people in jail for crap and lengths that doesn't fit the crime, then they violated something and they should be accountable.
okay. If you go out and fire every single judge in the United States of America that ever made an example out of somebody, we wouldn't have any fucking judges left.
Well, no, I'm not talking about example. You're
Well,
talking about example
but,
like you're going to stop a
but
trend.
okay,
I'm talking about
but listen,
example of this party, but not this party. I'm talking about, well, this guy's guilty of it, but this
nobody
guy we're
goes
not even
nobody
charging.
goes into a war thinking they're the bad guy.
Look at Alex Jones, dude. A perfect example, dude. When judges do not let you bring defenses in, when judges say assume facts that haven't even been presented, it's a
Oh, trust
clearly
me, I know
political
a thing or
bias.
two about that one, Jim.
But that's my point. When it's a clearly political bias, there needs to be some sort of system, which there probably is. But these guys need to be held accountable under review, and it needs to go to some
They
board
do. It
committee.
goes to a higher court.
Well, but no, not the judges. The
Oh
judge's behavior
yeah.
doesn't. The trial
Oh
does.
yeah. Because if what he did in that trial is wrong, it goes to a higher court.
But there's no accountability for the judge. Like lawyers can get disbarred. I mean, I know there are some system for judges to be removed, but I don't think
Well,
it's a
yeah, they're
easy,
elected
readily
officials.
available. Huh?
I
I
mean,
missed that.
most of them are elected, are they not?
Oh, I don't think so. I think they're appointed. Judges aren't
Well,
appointed.
well, depending on what level. I mean, I know I voted for some judges a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever voted for a judge.
Do you
Huh.
not read your tickets?
I read everything. I go all the way down. I just don't think I've ever voted for a judge.
Bro.
Maybe it's only certain states. Maybe it's only certain level judges, and we don't have them re-election because
Well,
they get in there.
yeah, I think it's just lower levels, but
Yeah, but well, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know. Either at the well, even look at the most of them are appointed in the our prosecutor. All that point I'm getting at is I would rather have a system in place than allow the president to just go ahead and say, oh yeah, let's. Because even now you see what's going to happen, right? It's not just pardoning Hunter Biden. Oh, we're going to go back 6 years and pardon him. For what? Like you should be able to pardon him for the crime he committed, not crimes he might commit or crimes that might come up from then, or you know what I mean, like because that's what you talk about
it's like
Nixon.
what was that Tom Cruise movie where they were arresting the murderers before they murdered people?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Minority Report.
Yes, yes,
Great movie. Great
yeah,
movie.
yeah. Then that's the point. That's what I'm saying. So you shouldn't be able to pardon people. That you shouldn't be able. Even Trump shouldn't be able to walk in there. And apparently he's a threat to democracy. He shouldn't be able to establish all these crooks, put them in high places. They all commit crimes, and then he gets to pardon them all. Like you shouldn't be able to do that. That's insane. Because you
Why
don't
not?
have a mechanism. I mean, I guess you can impeach people, but
I mean,
who's impeaching
pardon
them?
yourself.
You shouldn't be able to pardon yourself either.
You can't.
Well, apparently they're saying you
That's
can.
why Nixon had to have uh, Ford pardon him.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, even at that, the point I'm getting at is I just don't think. I don't know. I don't like the pardon thing. I just don't like it. I don't think that the one man should be able to just say, "Oh, the whole justice system's wrong." But maybe he should put in pardons and they need to be approved. Even if it's just
I
minority
mean,
vote or.
I mean, I don't know.
Or even if you just got to find 15 people to agree with you, so there's more accountability than just one man.
I mean, I'll agree with him for $20.
Right, exactly. Well, that's my point, though. It's like, so Biden could say, "Hey, I want to pardon Hunter Biden." He might have to go to a panel and just get 50% of the vote, and he's pardoned. This way, those
Oh, for
50%.
100? No, not for $20.
No,
That
no,
has to
no.
be at least 30 or 40
Well,
bucks.
whatever the cost is, but those people will now also be accountable, not just one man getting this. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. It happens all the damn time, and crooks go free all the time. But speaking of going free, I think we're going to go free from this episode because that's exactly what we do now.
Free
So,
for you, Willie.
yeah, don't free anything on this episode. We're trying to keep it somewhat kid friendly. But you can subscribe to his OnlyFans account on some young guy. OnlyFans? I don't know. Anyways, what? You had something to say? You were going to actually put out your real OnlyFans? Don't do it.
Don't? Oh,
No.
I can't plug my OnlyFans here?
No,
Okay.
you
All
can
right,
plug it in
cool.
the comments if you do. And speaking of comments, why
Okay.
don't you all make a comment, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that cool stuff. But until then, Godspeed.
And pull my finger.
Boom. Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.